Hello students, today we are going to study about the conservation of plants and animals. After completing this chapter, we will be able to understand about its introduction, deforestation and its causes, consequences of deforestation, conservation of forest and wildlife, flora and fauna, endemic species, red data book, migration, ecosystem, reforestation and recycling of paper. Now first let's come to its introductory part. Conservation is the term which is used for protecting and caring wildlife and the environment. This includes all plants and animals that live on earth. On the earth, everything works and is able to survive with the circle of life. Every single organism has a role to play in nature, from a teeny microorganism to the biggest mammal. Likewise, each plant also plays an important role in nature. When there is disturbance or gap in the order of things due to human greed or any other reason, the earth's circles of life becomes unbalanced, causing animals and plants to die out. This arises the need of conservation. Now, deforestation and its causes. Deforestation means clearing of forests and using that land for other purposes. Trees in the forest are cut for many purposes mentioned, like producing land for cultivation, building houses and factories, making furniture or using wood as fuel. Some natural causes of deforestation are forest fires and severe droughts. Then after come to the consequences of deforestation. Deforestation and climate change, disruption of water cycle, deforestation and soil erosion, loss of species, disrupted livelihood, increase in temperature and pollution level on the earth, increase in carbon dioxide level in the earth atmosphere leading to the global warming. So these are the consequences of deforestation. Now, conservation of forest and wildlife. Biosphere, there are three main resources or reservoir, we can say. On the basis of that, we can conserve our wildlife and forest. Biosphere reservoirs, national parks, wildlife sanctuaries. Biosphere reservoirs are large areas of protected land for conservation of biodiversity and the traditional life of the tribals living there. National parks are areas reserved for wildlife where they can freely use the habitats and natural resources. Wildlife sanctuaries are areas where animals are protected from any disturbance to them on their habitat. What is biosphere reservoir? Are large areas of protected land for conservation of biodiversity and the traditional life of the tribals living there. Now let's come to the biodiversity. Is the variety of plants and animals and microorganisms found in the area. The Pachmari Biosphere Reservoir consists of national park called Satpura and two wildlife sanctuaries called Bori and Panchmari. Now, what is flora and fauna? Flora are the plants found in a particular area. For example, the flora of Pachmari consists of sal, teak, wild mango, jamun and silver ferns, etc. Fauna are the animals found in a particular areas. For example, Panchmaris consist of wild dog, cheetal, wolf, leopard, bluebird. Endemic species. Endemic species are those species of plants and animals found in a particular area and not anywhere else. For example, sal, wild mango are the endemic flora of Panchmaris. Bisons, Indian giant squirrel is fauna of this area, as you can see in the pictures. Red data book. The book provides a central information sources organizing studies and monitoring programs on rare and endangered species and their habitats. It is regularly consulted when developing and implementing special measures for the protection and rehabilitation of such species. What is ecosystem? An ecosystem consists of all the plants, animals and microorganisms living in an area along with the non-living components like climate, water, soil, river, delets, etc. Okay. Now let's come to the migration. Migration is the movement of animals from its habitat to some other habitat for a particular time period every year due to climatic change for breeding. For example, migratory birds, that is Siberian cranes, fly too far away, that is 4,000 km from Siberia to India areas every year during a particular time. Okay, so these birds come under the migratory bird. Recycling of paper. About 17 full grown trees are required to produce 1 ton of paper. Paper can be recycled about 5 to 7 times for use. We should save, reuse and recycle paper to save not only trees but also to save the energy, water and chemicals used to make paper. Now final come to reforestation. Reforestation is the restocking of destroyed forest by planting new trees. We should plant at least as many trees as we cut. We have already caused lots of damage to our forest. If we have to regain or regain our green wealth, reforestation is the only solution to conserve forest of our country. The Forest Conservation Act was acted in 1980. Okay, so students, these were all about the conservation of plants and animals. Thank you.